K9G to all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net at exactly 5 minutes at 8 p.m. I'm expecting a slow turnout tonight with the rah-rah meeting being underway, so we'll see how many stations check in from the second meeting place. So, again, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net at exactly 5 minutes at 8 p.m. K9G will be clear to stand by for the net. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of ham radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all ham radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that program in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday, August 9th, 2024 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. This net is being live streamed on YouTube, on the internet, around the world. Thanks to Mike, K9MED, and Rochelle for doing the honors. He's also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. For those of you who are listening via the internet, if you wish to check into the net via the internet, check in with Mike and K9MED. He in turn will relay your internet checking to me via the radio. Also, if you're out in the sticks, you can hear the repeater, but you can't get to it due to conditions, or you're too far away from it, or you don't have internet access. Give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first, if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile check-ins. If you got family stuff going on, if you watch something on TV that you can't stay for the net, or you're rather concentrated your driving, you're just passing through the area, I'll take your short time on mobile check-in, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Now, this being the second Friday of the month, we're going to the second segment. Hotel through November, H through N. We just started this new format about a month or so ago. This is the old Stevens County Repeater Association SWAPnet check-in format. This is what we used to do before we went to the roll call format a few years ago. So H, like my call is K9GCR, we're looking for the G after the 9. Again, that's 8. The second Friday, we're starting to go with the H through N. Okay, then of course we'll go on like O through T, U through Z, and the A through G too. Then we'll go with anybody anywhere in the alphabet. So the topic tonight, of course, tomorrow evening we have our annual cruise night here in Freeport. I'm going to ask everybody what kind of car you drove, what kind of car are you driving now, what kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school. Definitely going to be fun. We'll do our regular features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net's Tech Corner. If you're having a problem with your power supply or amplifier, what kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, or DMR, system fusion? If you have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net, please feel free to do so, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any HF contacts this week? I did not. But we would like to know who you made contact with on the HF bands this week. Let me reset. Then we'll do the SWAPnet. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies, ramps, radio, computers? We'll definitely do that. Okay, one moment, please. Oh, okay, looking for my black pen here. So, Okay, Pat, K9RFD checked in on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, so he's a early bird, or let's see, yeah, we'll put him down as an early bird hotline at check-in. Okay, well, all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobile stations that like to check in? Please call now.
K9JZ, Mike and Rockford, no traffic.
H9JZ, okay, Mike. I've got you checked in. Short time, Sun 3. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations want to check in? Please call now.
Alpha 9 Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. Short time, I have no traffic.
AE9VU, Mike in Janesville, I've got you checked in short time. Sun 3, have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short time mobile stations would like to check in? Please call now.
KC9QPO, Paul in Lewisburg. Short time, 73.
K9QPO, Paul in Lewisburg, checking in short time. Okay, Paul, Sun 3, have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short time mobile stations would like to check in? Please call now. Okay, the rah-rah meeting is currently underway right now. I'm expecting a slow turnout tonight, so we'll just see what happens. After they go to their second meeting, we'll see how many stations check in from their second meeting. So, okay, let's go ahead with the second segment. Alpha, no. Hotel through November. Please call now. Okay, my call is K9G Star. We're looking for the G after the 9. Again, this is the second segment of the evening. Hotel through November. Please call now. Okay, no stations, hotel through November. Again, like I said, I'm expecting a slow turnout tonight with the rah-rah meeting. We'll move on to the second segment of the evening, O through T, Oscar through Tango. Please call now.
KC9RGG, Norman, Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9RGG, Norman, Orfordville, Wisconsin. Okay, Norm, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations, Oscar through Tango. Please call now. Okay, no further check-ins, Oscar through Tango. We'll move to the third segment of the evening, Uniform through Zulu. Please call now.
KD9MED, Dale, no traffic.
K9ZIP, Joe in Janesville, no traffic.
Okay, I picked up two more stations. KD9YBG, Dale and Robert have got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table. Thanks for checking in. And K9GIP, Joe and Janesville, I've also got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table also. Thanks for checking in to both of you. Any more stations, Uniform through Zulu, please call now. Okay. Okay, no further check-ins in uniform through Zulu. We'll now move to the last segment. We'll say, Alpha through Golf, A through G. Please call now. One more time. Any stations Alpha through Golf, A through G. Please call now. Okay. Any stations from anywhere in the alphabet who'd like to check in? Alpha through Zulu. Please call now.
KD9MED.
KD9MED, Carrie and Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Around there. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations from anywhere in the alphabet? A through Z, Alpha through Zulu. Please call now. Okay, tomorrow is our annual cruise night here in Freeport. Well, the festivities get underway at 4 p.m. It'll be a car show. You see a lot of classic cars from the 1920s, 1930s, to the 40s, to the 50s, 60s, and 70s, 80s, and what have you. They'll be on one display. They'll have food vendors. They'll have live music. I don't know if they're going to have like a burnout contest or a tire burnout contest or what have you. I don't know. I don't have the information in front of me. The cruise itself will actually take place at 6 p.m. They'll run until 8 p.m. It'll be from 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. for our cruise night. If you're not doing anything tomorrow evening, you're welcome to come on over. All right. This is what I'm asking everybody. What kind of car are you driving now? What kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school? Okay. Mike, I know you're checked in short time, AC9JZ. Mike, if by chance you're still listening, what kind of car are you driving now? What did you used to drive back in your high school days?
This is AA9VU. I am driving a Buick 2013 Buick Verano right now. I thought I'd never have another Buick. I used to have Buick Special and a 52 Chevrolet and a 54 Oldsmobile, or a 52 Buick. I had all kinds of cars. I never had anything when I was in high school, though. Back to you. This is AA9VU.
Okay, Mike. Well, the A9VU in Janesville, thanks for checking in and giving your comments. That's it. Yeah, it would be something you drove a 1913 Buick. I said, oh boy, I was able to keep that car going back through all these years. Okay, Mike. Hey, thanks for checking in, Sundry. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Let's see if Mike AC9JZ is still around. I know he checked in short time, but I just want to see if by chance he's still listening. Okay, I guess K9QPL, Paul checked in short time. Okay, Norm, K9RGT. Norm, what kind of car are you driving now? That's a dumb question after riding with you and Carol a couple of times. You come down to Freeport for Thanksgiving dinner at the Semino's Little Italy, but I gotta ask this question anyway. What kind of car are you driving now? What kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Well, Jeff, I guess when we came down and picked you up for Thanksgiving Day dinner, we brought my wife's car, which was a Chevy Malibu, That's probably the best car I've ever owned. I got to admit, it's really good. But right now I'm driving a Tesla Model 3. I bought it years ago when they first came out. I put my name on the waiting list. They were advertising them at $36,000, and you could get a $7,500 rebate from the government if you bought one. And I figured that was in the buy range, so I bought one, but I had to wait a year and a half before I got it. So, but I got a sticker on the back of it now that said I bought this thing before Elon Musk went crazy. So that's what I figure about the CEO of that company. He's crazy. But anyway, in high school I had a 1940 Chevrolet. It was my mother's car. I shared it with her, but she let me drive it to school once in a while. So that was a darn good car too. 6-cylinder stick shift. I loved it. KC9 GCR, KC9 RGG.
Okay, sounds good, Norm. Thanks. Oh, they'll be having those. I'm sure they'll be having those 1940s kind of vehicles down at the cruise night tomorrow evening here for the display. There, and you know those guys so loving and take care of their vehicles and what have you. That's great. Okay, Norm. Thanks for checking. I'll tell you what. I know you gotta be hitting the hay soon, pretty soon, but I'll ask the second question. How are things going with you?
Well, Jim, things are going pretty good. You know, I'm feeling the effects of age, 80 years old, and it's getting difficult. But I still put one foot in front of the other. Every morning I get out of bed and I do what I can do, and I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. So, and I'll keep checking in on the Friday night fun net, sir. You run a darn good net. KC9 GCR, KC9 RGG.
Okay, Norm, sounds good. Well, I sure appreciate that. Yeah, today I went to the eye doctor. He's down the street from me, so I walk. I'm good to go for another year. I don't have to go back there for till August of next year of 2025. So that's terrific. Okay, Norm, I better let you go so you can hit the sack. 7-3, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Okay, Dale, K9YBG. By the way, I'm glad, thanks for the shout on the 3.9 Repeater today when you were here in the Freeport to go to Menards or so. Okay, what kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back in your high school days?
KD9MED. Well, I'm driving a 1997 Ford Ranger right now. 2.3-liter engine, 5-speed, real good shape, no rust. That's what I took today to Menards. So that's what I'm driving right now. It gets like 29 miles to a gallon for a truck. That's pretty good. And a small truck, about 90% of the stuff you do, you don't need a big truck unless you're hauling an awful lot of weight. And in high school, I didn't really have a car that was well, I had a car to drive in high school, but it wasn't like every day. I used it once in a while in high school, and it was a 1964 Oldsmobile Jetstar 88. That's what I drove. That was my first car, and you know, that's a pretty good car. KD9YBG, back to net.
Okay, Dale, sounds good. Oh yeah, those 64 cars, they were definitely great. That's for sure. I was 16 back in 64. I just started high school then. So okay, thanks for checking in, Dale. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the second round table. K9CIP, Joe in Janesville. What kind of car are you driving now? What kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school?
This is K9ZIP. Right now I'm driving a 2020 Honda Civic. Very nice car. I like it. It's efficient. Gets a great gas mileage. In fact, if I'm on the back roads heading up north, it gets upwards of 50 miles to the gallon. Not as good in the city, though, but still better than most Could use something bigger though. But the hatchback with the back seats down, it can hold a lot of stuff still. Always want a truck again. I had a Ford Ranger in the past and loved it. Maybe in a couple of years I'll switch vehicles again. When I was in high school, my first car I ever purchased was a 1980 Mustang used. This would have been about 1986 or 87. That was an interesting car. Every time I filled up the tank with gas, I had to put a quart of oil in the engine. I burned a lot of oil. Didn't get great gas mileage. It was only the 4-cylinder engine, but pretty much the owner before me had run it into the ground pretty good, so the engine was a little worn. But it was very reliable. It could be 20 below zero. The thing would start like a charm. Worn engines are great that way. And it got me where I needed to go until I joined the Navy and it got parked. K9ZIP, back to net.
Okay, Joe, sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the second roundtable here in a few minutes. Okay, Carrie, KD9MED. What kind of car are you driving now? What kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school?
This is KD9MED. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. I was just brushing my teeth. I'll finish them later. I currently drive a 12-year-old Hyundai Accent, which I chose because it's affordable, and it came with the 100,000-mile warranty, which they do honor, by the way. And my first car, I didn't drive when I lived in Chicago, so I didn't have a driver's license. I didn't get a driver's license until I was like 20 or 21. My first car was a 1963 Mopar, a Valiant Slant 6 225. KD9MED.
Okay. I may have heard of the Valiant. I don't know, but I'm not familiar with those kind of cars. Okay, thanks, Carrie. We'll get back to you in a few minutes for the second round table. Of course, we want to hear your DX report too. So, okay, that concludes my list. Are there any more stations from anywhere in the alphabet? A through Z. We'd like to check tonight's Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, now we'll go to our regular features before we go to the second round table. First, we got the traffic portion. Tomorrow morning, we have our monthly meeting of the K9RFD Repeater Association. We will be meeting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. We did not have a meeting last month. It was Tony Baker Days, and George, our club president, decided to cancel because there was the hot and humid conditions. We were going to have it out at Flagstaff Hill, Craig Park, but George decided against it. There was the result. We did not have a meeting last month, so we'll have one tomorrow. Our last meeting was in June, just before the field day. So let's pack the place tomorrow. You're not doing anything tomorrow morning. Come over and let's pack the place. And of course, I already mentioned our cruise night. And, oh yes, I got some information I want to pass along. I almost forgot. We had our State Line Dynamics Radio Club had their VE testing session last Saturday. I'm happy to report we only had one amp come to Freeport from the Chicago area. He was a technician. When he took and passed his general test, he even aced it. That's the information I got from John Mitchell, W9AXD. Next VE testing session will take place in October. If you want more information, you may contact John Mitchell, W9AXD, area code 815-238-7485, area code 815-238-7465, or you can contact him on the internet at John Mitchell 61 at the gmail.com. John Mitchell 61 at gmail.com. John is our chief EDC here in Stevenson County. Okay, that's it as far as traffic goes. As far as my traffic, does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along for the net? This is K9G started with the Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Okay, next item will be the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. So, okay, I did not make any DX contact this week, and so let's see if anybody else had any. Does any other station have any DX reports they'd like to pass along?
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Kerry, what you got for us?
I got on HF yesterday morning about 3:30 a.m. and I worked a guy in Brisbane, VK4HX. I worked a guy on Madeira Island who I've been trying to work for 4 years, and I finally completed a QSO with this guy, CT3CK. And I worked 5 Japanese stations, brief reset. One of the Japanese stations, JP7FSO, is the operator is Shin Takase. He's a cardiovascular surgeon in Fukushima, and I guess he's also head of the department in a teaching university there. So, and he doesn't get a lot of time to spend on the radio, so I was lucky to get him, I guess. The other thing I wanted to mention was we've had really, really good space weather conditions the last couple of days. The solar flux index and the sunspot number have been well up in the 300s. Right now, the sunspot number is over 380. So that should mean the ionosphere is nice and skippy for you. KD9MED.
That is great. That is great, Kerry, that you got to talk to the doctor in Japan. Well, yeah, he probably wouldn't have much time to get on the radio with all this stuff he has to do and what have you. And thanks, great on the information on that space weather. That'd be sure. And congratulations on working those 7 Japanese stations and in Brisbane, Australia, Madeira Island, and that's great. Thanks. And thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you. Anybody have any questions or comments for Kerry at this time? Okay. Does anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along at this time? Okay, and we'll move on. Oh yes, you know what? I forgot about the tech corner. So okay, now we're gonna go with the Friday Night Fun Net tech corner. We're doing this backwards here. I usually do the tech corner first, then the DX report second. So anyway, what kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, 8 PRS, FT8, DMR, System Fusion. If you have any, traffic, you have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, and we'll see what we can do for you. Any station have any technical questions for the net? Please go ahead. Okay. Just, hold on here. Sorry about that. One moment, please. Okay. Now we're going to go to the swamp net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of RAM, radio, or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. It may be mentioned price over there, but any haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swamp net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay. Once again, Larry, K9HKX still has his radio equipment from the late Scott Francis, K9SF. He's trying to get rid of. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to keep mentioning, reading of this stuff until I'm told otherwise. But here we go. Scott, he has an ICOM IC225 2-meter transceiver, $45. ICOM IC208H at 2-meter or 77 meter, $275. ICOM IC V8000 2-meter transceiver, $175. ICOM IC28A 2-meter transceiver, $70. Uniden BC120 XLT scanner, 100 channels for $35. All above units sold as working but untested. Okay, he also has a Barker and Williamson 423 filter, $25. NIC or NIC 108 KA 12 volt 8 amp power supply, $40. Heat kit AM2 SWR meter, $10. Home brew 6-meter antenna tuner, $25. Let me reset. Manuals for the ICOM radios are available online. Lower offers will be considered. Contact Larry McFall, KD9HKX, the Rah-Rah Secretary, and area code 815-900-1820. Area code 815-900-1820, or LP McFall at charter.net. LP McFall at charter.net. Anybody have any questions or comments about these items I just read for sale? Okay, like I said, I'll keep reading these items until I'm told otherwise. So, I'm sure Larry would really love to get rid of these items. So, okay, I'm sure Sue Francis would like to see them go too. Okay, does anybody else have any swamp net traffic they'd like to pass along? Okay, before we go on, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? If you're coming over your Friday Night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show, if you just came on, if you just turn your radio on, or if you've been copying the mail for the last 35, 36 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region without traffic. Please call K9 GCR.
K9FDO checking in.
K9FDO, good evening Justin, we have our, I don't know if you got plans for tomorrow night, but if you want to, yay. You can make it a whole day of it, Justin. We got our monthly K9RFD Repeater Association meeting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at Freeport Public Library. And you can stay, you can participate in our annual cruise night we got to going tomorrow night.
Oh, cruise night is tomorrow. Okay. Once that music start on me. I'll see. I really don't think I can. I switched routes again, so now I'm all over the place, picking up the Winslow and the Byron route. So midday I'm kind of busy, and after all that good stuff, well, I don't know. I don't plan on it, Jimmy. I'll tell you that. But anyway, though, how's the net going?
Well, it's just slow net. I've only had 9 check-ins so far. You'll be number 10. We got the rah-rah meeting tonight, and I don't know if anybody's going to check in from their second meeting at their pizza place late there tonight or not. But that's what's going on here.
Sounds good. Yeah, I didn't even think they were going out there tonight. It's been all over the place, busy, and of course work's got me working more. But can't complain about it. At least I'm still getting to getting. But anyway, though, what's your topic tonight, Jimmy?
Well, with our annual cruise night tomorrow night, I'm asking everybody what kind of car you're driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back where you were in high school?
Oh, that's a good question, Jimmy. When I was in high school, oh boy, I had 2 Chevy Blazers, I think a 99 and an 03. The first one blew up, the second one was totaled out. So we took the motor from the second one and put it in the first one, and got up and down the road with it. But now I got a couple, but the main one is the Mustang I got going. It's an 01 Mustang, 4.6 supercharged. Got all the good stuff I need, and it even has air conditioning. So, but yeah, that's a good question, Jimmy.
Yeah, I always ask that question the night before every cruise night here. So that's for sure. Okay, Justin. Well, you know, it sure would be nice if by chance, somehow, some way, you can get your old route back and come deliver the mail through Stevenson County again.
Well, Jimmy, I'll tell you what. I am on that route right now, but I'm also on the Byron route. I gotta come in real early, run the Winslow route, get back, do the Byron route, and same thing in the afternoon. So, I'm back at work at about, I don't know, it's kind of whatever I can do, but it's usually about 11:30, 12 o'clock. I gotta go in, do Byron, then go in and do Winslow. But how that's gonna work out is once we get somebody back on the Byron route, I'm gonna come in and be on the Winslow route full time. But the reason I'm doing that now is because they are making it where it's a single shift instead of 2. So it's just gonna be a morning shift only. Go out there, drop off, come back, pick up, get up and down the road, and I'll be off by 10, 11 o'clock most of the time. So that's gonna be nice when it happens.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And hopefully you have a radio with you.
Yep, I'm gonna pull the radio out of the Byron truck, bring it home, test it, make sure it's working, because I think I got an issue with it. If that's good to go, I just put it in the Winslow truck. If not, I gotta buy a new mobile radio and get it put in there. But that's one thing I gotta have is a radio in the truck. You know, I don't want to be stuck out there in Winslow somewhere, no cell phone service, all that good stuff. And plus, it's just nice to be able to, you know, give you a call while I'm out there.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Then, of course, we have our monthly meeting of the Repeater Association tomorrow at 11 o'clock. That's right, you probably won't be able to make that then.
No, I'd be lying to you if I said I could make it out there and make it to work. But, I don't know, I'm interested in cruise night. But, man, after I've been getting off of work, I've just been going home and going to bed. So, we'll see. I don't think so. But anyway, though, I'll let you get back to it. I don't mean to come in here and rag you in the middle of your net. But, good hearing from you, Jimmy. I'll be listening to the net for probably another hour or maybe two. So, glad I could check in, and we'll catch you around. K9FD, back to net.
Okay, Justin. Hey, don't worry about it. You know, the Friday Night Fun Net is not a formal net. Never has been, never will be. But that's what's amazing nice. Like, I got a rag shoe net, tech nets, swap net, or a DX report, or what have you. That's what makes this net so special. Okay, Justin, I'm going to let you go. You have we'll talk to you not long. If you want to recheck in, please feel free to do so. The rah-rah meeting is underway. Like I said, I don't know how many people will be checking in later on this evening. So, 7-3, thanks for checking in.
K9JPP.
K9JPP, good evening, Joe.
Good evening, Jimmy. I didn't make the meeting tonight, but I just got home from dinner with a friend, so I thought I'd check in before I go in the house.
Sounds good, Joe. Our annual cruise night is tomorrow night here in beautiful downtown Freeport. I'm asking everybody, like I do every night, Friday night before cruise night, what kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back in your high school days?
Well, back in high school, I drove a 1990 Geo Metro, and now I'm driving a Chevy Traverse.
Well, that's great. That's great. Okay, Joe, I won't hold you. You three have a good evening. Good net you ran last night with a Skywarn net, even though it was only lasted a few minutes. But that sounds good there. So, okay, Joe, I better let you go so you can get in the house. So, three, have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
7-3, have a good night. K9JPP, I'll be clear.
KD9QBB.
KD9, just a minute. KD9, I want to get your call right, Brian. Quebec, now the last two letters of your call.
Victor Bravo.
KD9QVB, okay, and Brian and Boyd. Okay, Brian. What's going on with you? We're having our annual cruise night in downtown Freeport tomorrow night. I'm asking everybody, what kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back in high school?
Well, let's start with back in high school, Jimmy. My very first car that I purchased was a 1965 two-door Corvair convertible 4-speed, 140 horsepower, 4-carbureted engine in it, convertible. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, back in the day, I remember that the 65. I was in high school then. Those cars, they were really boss, if you say that. That's what we used to say back then.
Well, some thought they were cool, and some thought they were not so safe. If you remember right, Ralph Nader kind of put a kibosh on them. But so what I drive now, though, is a 2017 Honda CR-V.
Okay, nothing wrong with that, Brian. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Maybe we'll get back to you for a second go around here. So, right now I'm taking some new check-ins here. So, thanks for checking in, Brian.
Roger that. Yeah, good to talk to you, Jimmy. Thanks for doing what you do. And yeah, I know the rah-rah folks are having their meeting, and I know Kurt had a presentation he was doing tonight. So he's probably holding them all very captive with his information. He's very good at what he does.
Yes, he is. A great guy. No ifs, ands, or buts about. Okay, Brian, I'll let you go. Thanks for checking in.
All right, Jimmy, have a good one. KD9QVB, I'll be clear.
This is K9G Shar with the Friday Night Fun Net on K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Okay, we have any more stations you'd like to check in? Please call now.
KD9EPZ.
W9BW.
Okay, I've got two stations checked in. K9EPZ, Alan Rochelle have got you checked in, and N9BWM, Bruce and Robert have got you checked in. Bruce, I'll get back to you in a couple minutes here. Al, K9EPZ, what's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Been watching some television, taking a few phone calls. I've been listening. I almost was going to say something during the swap net. I'm thinking about selling my laptop, but I'm still not totally convinced. And I waited, so it's too late now.
Al, you want to do like Kerry, K9MED is doing. He's trying to completely disconnect from the internet. So maybe that's what you all consider doing.
Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't the point of disconnecting from the internet. This was the idea. I bought this laptop so I could do FT8. And matter of fact, Kerry has been here and he's got it to run on FT8. But for some reason, it does not want to work with longer than a 3-foot cord from the radio to the laptop. And with my situation and how I have to have the laptop in order to use it, I need a longer cord than that. It won't work with a longer cord. So if I can't get the thing to work, it's a brand new laptop. I've had it for a while, but I've not used it. It's been in the box. It was, and it was $379 at Amazon originally, and I'll take $200 for it. I've just gotten disgusted with it. I don't know, but the radio doesn't want to talk further than 3 feet to the laptop, or the laptop don't want to talk further than 3 feet to the radio. But either way, I need more cord than that.
Okay. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to reopen the swap net here. Al, K9EPZ has for sale a laptop computer. He's taking $300 for it. You want to give out your phone number or your email or what have you?
I'll take $200 for it. It was about half of what I paid for it, because that's, even though it hasn't gotten much use, it's not doing me any good sitting here in the carton, sitting over here on top of my printer. So I'll take $200 for it. It's a CUDA quad-core, solid-state hard drive. Nice little laptop. Unfortunately, it doesn't do me any good if I can't. I got it to run the radio on, and it's the only reason I got it. Otherwise, I do most things on my phone or on my tablet, and so it doesn't do me any good. So anybody wants to get a $380 laptop new in the box for $200, they can get me at the KD9EPZ at Comcast.net, or call me on the phone, area code 630-600-1520.
Okay, sounds good. Does anybody have a question? questions for Al concerning this piece of equipment for sale? Okay, Al, I hope your phone rings off the hook. That's what the late great Russ Love, NIL says. She say when he read one thing he swapped in years ago. He always used to tell everybody, I hope your phone rings off the hook. Okay, Al, we're talking about cruise night. I'm asking everybody, well, we're having our annual cruise night tomorrow here in Freeport tomorrow evening. I'm from 4 to 8 p.m. I'm asking everybody what kind of car, well, Al, I know you don't drive anymore, but what kind of car did you drive back in your high school days?
Oh, usually drove my father's car. Not too much. I went to military school for high school, so I wasn't living at home. I was in a boarding school. What was I going to say? Probably the first car of my dad's I did any driving of. He had a 1968 AMC Ambassador. That was the first year that anybody made a car with standard air conditioning. The 68 Ambassador had standard air, and it was a great car. Other than that, my first new car was a 1970 Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
It was okay. I liked my second car more. I never should have gotten rid of the second car. Once again, a girlfriend I had at the time wanted me to get a big car. I ended up with this big cruising boat that I didn't like. My second car, which is what I loved, but it should have gotten rid of, except that women will do that to you, was a 1971 AMC Gremlin X with a group of 150-something of them that they made with a 304 V8 in it. And I got the car, and then I went into the dealer, and I got the trim plates that said it was a 6-cylinder. So it was a sleeper.
Okay, that's good. Thanks for letting us know about that. Okay, Al. Hopefully you'll get some contacts about that computer you want to get rid of. I don't blame you. Ain't this stuff that you find it ain't worth a hoot or anything? By all means, I suggest you get rid of it. Yes, I hope you have a lot of contacts about that.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't want to get rid of my internet. Most of what I watch for TV, I watch off the internet. I do have an antenna. I can't get the local Rockford stations, but I spend most of what I watch. I stream off the internet, so wouldn't want to lose that.
I hear you, Al. Okay, hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll talk to you down the line. Maybe we'll hear you on the Rag Tune Net tomorrow night. So you have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. And thanks for bringing that swamp net traffic. Okay, there's another station trying to check in. You started to say something, then you're saying it was covered by nothing but noise. You might want to increase your power or change the location. Let's try that again. Unable to copy. Nothing but noise with your signal. You might want to increase your power or change the location. Wait a minute. Scott, K9YI, if that's you in Monroe, switch over to the input. Go to your amplifier. I'll copy you there. Let's try that one more time.
Relay, it's KD9DDF. And I got him on the input, but he's getting the repeater too noisy.
Okay, thanks, Al. KC9DDF. John, okay, we've got you checking. Well, this is the first time in a long time you haven't checked it on the hotline, but that's terrific. I'll put you down anyway. 73, we'll put you. Have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Hopefully you'll have better luck next Friday night. Unable to copy, John. I'm sorry. Hey, you're checked in. Thanks to Al, K9RFD for relaying that check-in. 73, John, have a good evening. Hopefully we'll talk to you next Friday night.
Hey, Jimmy, where is he at anyway? I have him on input, and he did thank me for relaying. But I was just curious where he is, and he's not getting in the repeater, but he's getting into me.
He's in Elgin.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't always get Elgin on Simplex. It just depends on the evening. Sometimes I do. So, okay. And that's quite all right. Anything to help. KD9EPC back to net.
Glad you did that, Al. Thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, he usually checks in on the hotline. But many years ago, you always checked on every week on the radio. But that's the way it is. So, okay, thanks, Al. Any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now.
N4 WGN, Bob here in Freeport, Jimmy, Bob, Mount West here.
N4 WGN, good evening, Bob. A mile west of me. Hey, what's going on with you?
It's not too much today, Jimmy. Just one of those days I haven't felt good. Probably not going to be on here very long, and probably going to make it an early night tonight. So I just thought I'd check in and see how things are going, see how the net's going, and see if you got your 1 million check-ins yet.
W, a long way from that. Your check-in number is 16. It's a slow net tonight anyway. The rah-rah meeting is currently underway. There are a lot of hands are at the meeting, and they'll go to a restaurant for a second meeting. I don't know if they'll have an HT. They'll bring an HT and see how many will check in, but we'll just see what happens.
Hey, okay, Jimmy. What I was going to say there. Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to get out of here. I just want to see how the net was going and check in there. I hope you have a better net in the second half than the first half here. I'll talk to you later. KC9GCR and 4WGN.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll let you go. I was going to ask you what kind of car you're driving now. What kind of car did you drive when you were in high school in honor of cruise night tomorrow night? But since you got to go, we will talk. We'll ask you that maybe another time.
Oh, I can answer that. That's not a biggie. In high school, I don't know which car you want me to say. I had many cars, a lot of muscle cars. I had an old squad car from down south, Mercury Montclair. They had a 428 police interceptor engine in it that would smoke both tires of the city block. That thought was pretty cool for a kind of semi-luxury car. And then I had a 66 Ford Fairlane GT and 67 Mercury Cougar. 66 Mercury Cyclone GT. An old 54 Ford pickup truck. They had a newer V8 in it that they actually twisted it because it was too much power for it. They actually twisted it and couldn't drive it no more. So it has many old cars. I was blessed to have a father that let me buy what I wanted. So I bought many old muscle cars. Had I think one I liked the most was a 64 Ford Falcon. They had a 289 in it. That was pretty cool, 2-door. All right, Jimmy, the car I'm driving now is a Well, you seen it. You rode in my car. I got how I'm trying to think what color you want to call it. It's white with gold pearl on top of it. So that's Cadillac DTS.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay, Bob, you have a good evening, and hopefully you'll feel better tomorrow. So I won't even try to call you on later on tonight, because you'll probably be in the sack. 73. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. K9GCR will be clear. Have a good evening.
Have a good night, Jimmy, and 4WGN.
Okay, well, there was another station trying to check in. Other station, come back, please.
In and out. That is for the NGN. In and Jimmy. And GLB. One and none.
Okay, sounds good there, Dave. I was going to ask you what kind of car you're driving now. What kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school and I were cruise night? But you're one and done. We'll save that for another time. 73. Thank you for checking in. That was Dave, N9DLB here in Freeport. He lives about a mile east of me, just north of beautiful downtown Freeport. I'm sure this is the location. You'll probably hear the bands playing tomorrow night downtown with the cruise night. You know, you probably hear all the engines roaring and what have you. Okay. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KD9HKX, Larry, Mobile.
KD9HKX, Larry, Mobile. You're just getting out of the rah-rah, I mean, right?
Yes, sir. Kurt wrapped up his presentation, and I booked out the door and left all the rest of them still standing around talking. Long meeting tonight. Good, a lot of good information from Kurt on mag loop antennas. Back to you.
That's great, that's great. Are you going to your second meeting or are you going home?
Nope, headed to the second meeting.
Okay, sounds good. I'm still reading off that stuff there from, you're trying to get rid of all that equipment from Scott at A9SF. I'll keep doing that until you tell me different.
Nope, I appreciate that, Jimmy. Yep, if anything changes on that, I will let you know.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'll let you go so you can drive save you home. Maybe we'll catch you on the rag tune net tomorrow evening. Thanks for checking in. K9GCR.
All right, appreciate it, Jim. 73s. KD9HKX clear.
Okay, do we have any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see if get around to our second round table. I want to see if Dale, K9YBG. This is the second round table here. What else is going on with you?
K9YBG. Well, after I left Menards, I went home and I got the saw table going, and I kind of got one of my countertops kind of made from my small counter, and I got it gluing right now. And then tomorrow I got to kind of fasten it down and do some sanding. That's about what's going on with me. KD9YBG, back to net.
Okay, Dale, sounds good. Okay, hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Joe, K9ZIP, are you still with us? What else is going on with you?
This is K9ZIP. Not much going on here. Probably going to go do another Parks on the Air activation tomorrow. Having fun with that lately. And right now I was thinking of going over to HF and seeing if I can make a few CW contacts, SKCC. Although it looks like everybody's logged off. So we'll see. K9ZIP, back to net.
Okay, sounds good, Joe. Hope you make those CW contacts here. That'd be great. Okay, I'll let you go, Southern. Have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. All right. Kerry, KD9MED, are you still with us? What else is happening with you?
This is KD9MED. Got my lawn mowed. Been pulling weeds and cutting brush. I'm going out of town to my cousin's place tomorrow to cut brush out there. Pulled up a really pernicious weed. I think it's called purslane, but it sends runners all over the place and it climbs. I ripped a bunch of that out. Did some house cleaning. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good there, Terry. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net and bringing that DX report. I don't know if I'm going to do a trivia segment or not. We'll wait and see what happens in the next few minutes here. So, thank you for checking in. Oh my goodness, you know what? Bruce, N9BWM, are you still with us? Bruce, I'm not able to copy you at all. When you first checked in, you had a good signal. Why don't you go back to your previous location? Let's try that again. Negative, Bruce. For whatever reason, I'm not able to copy you. If you're on an HT, why don't you go outside? Maybe I can copy you a lot better then, or do something. But there's nothing but noise with your signal. My goodness, I forgot all about him. Hey, N9BWM, Bruce, come on back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out. All right, come on back. I'm sorry, Bruce. I can't copy you at all. We'll try it again another time. I'm sorry, and I apologize for forgetting about you. Well, it's the 7-3. I got you checked in anyway. That's the important thing.
JTC Mobile.
W9JTC Mobile. Jamie, what's going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy. Just got out of the meeting and wanted to check in and say good evening to you and everybody on the net. Looks like a nice, cool night out here. I kind of like this weather.
Okay, sounds good. Larry, K9HDX just checked in a few minutes ago. He's on the way to the second meeting. Is that where you're going to, or are you heading for home?
No, sir, I'm heading for home. I promised the wife I'd be back after the meeting was over with, and yeah, I can't eat this late at night. I wouldn't sleep. But anyway, Jimmy, thanks for allowing me to check in, and you have yourself a great evening. I'll be listening on the way home. 73's W9JTC Mobile.
Okay, what kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive in high school? That's the question. We're having our cruise night tomorrow night here in Freeport, and I'm asking those questions.
Okay, well, right now I'm driving a Chevrolet Equinox, an older one, it's an 06. Let's see, in high school, I started out with a 76 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. That was my first car, and then I had a 79 Mustang when I graduated. So, Yeah, those are the vehicles I drove when I was in high school. I kind of missed the Mustang. It was kind of a fun car.
I hear you. I remember those Mustangs, yes. Okay, Jamie, I'm going to let you go so you can concentrate on your driving. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you down the log. 73 K9G sharp, we clear. And thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, Justin, K9FBO, are you still with us? What else is going on with you?
Oh, not a whole lot, Jimmy. Just got home.
Oh boy, Justin. Well, I don't know what happened here, but I ain't able to copy you at all. Nothing but static noise with your signal. You might want to increase your power or something.
Hopefully you can hear me better. Not much going on here, Jimmy. Getting ready for bed. Go finish up my last day at work and enjoy my Sunday off.
Okay, sounds good, Justin. Now listen, thank you for checking in. You have a good evening, and we'll get together one of these days. Work these radios and program these radios. That antenna's the antenna is still working beautifully. I can get into Dixon now and check into their Monday Night Net and what have you. So I was able to, a couple times I was even able to get into DeKalb for their Monday Night Net. Okay, Justin, talk to you later, 7-3. K9G Cheryl Recorder, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
7-3, Jimmy. Have a good night. K9FBO.
Joel K9JPP is probably, he's probably in the house. He's probably not listening anymore. Let's see, Brian, KD9QVB and Boyd, are you still with us? Okay, I guess not. Al, K9EPZ, are you still with us?
K9EPZ, go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay, I was just asking you what else is happening with you.
Oh, not much. Just trying to keep cool.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Even though it's cool outside, I'm sure you still have to probably run your AC or your fans there to get some air moving in your trailer. In my apartment, I have my fans running too, because you turn these fans off, you can even tell the difference. It feels the stuffiness returns. So I figure that's probably the same with you.
I've got my ceiling fan going, and the air conditioner's not running at the moment, but it cycles on and off as needed. I've got my ceiling fans on.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, Al, I'll let you go. Thanks for checking in. And you have a good evening. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on the Rag-2 net. I'm going to see if Bruce, N9BWM, is back with us. Bruce, are you still with us? Come on back. Okay, that concludes my list. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. You know, back in the day, talking about cars. Well, my dad had an old 1955 Chevrolet, a four-door. It was a two-tone. The white top and the rest was light brown. We used to have a garage with a dirt floor. It was actually a shed he would park it in. It could be 20 degrees below zero. And I'm going to tell you what. You go to work, start that car to go to work, that baby would pop right off. Of course, there were times when they wouldn't start, and he'd get mad, and he said, ooh, cuss and swear. You'll say, I wish I bought a Chevrolet pickup truck. So that's for sure. I'm sure that many of you back in the day remember those old commercials, those from the Rockford, the car dealers. I'm sure many of you remember Swede Clark, Swede Markham Clark. There, he used to advertise on TV. Hey, we got a 1963 Chevrolet with four-door radio, TV, claim $200 down, and what have you there. They used to have on Fridays and Saturday nights or during the before the late movies. They used to advertise. He was the Swede Clark. And remember, let's see. Those of you in Robert, you probably remember a long time car place, Humphrey, Cadillac, and Olds. They used to do a lot of advertising there on TV. Those old local car dealerships sure used to come out with a lot of cool commercials and what have you. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, hey, this is my own radio nut joke concerning cruise night. You know you are a radio nut when, in preparation for cruise night, you installed 3 2-meter 440 HF radios and 3 2-meter 440 HF antennas on the front dashboard and on the roof of your 1956 Chevy. You display your 56 Chevy at cruise night. Then while you cruise the downtown, you carry on a QSO with your friends on the local repeater and on HF. If you have a homemade radio nut joke you want to pass along, you can give it to me here on the radio, or you can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. The homemade radio nut jokes are better than the 30 original radio nut jokes anyway. Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in? Please call now. Okay, well, we got a few minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and read some questions for the Friday Night Fun Net trivia. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions every week or what have you. So bear with me here. This is for the benefit of those people who are studying for their first ham radio licenses. Like I say, our next VE testing session here in Freeport will take place in October. So that's what's going to happen. So okay, let's see if I read that. Folks, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions all the time. I think I read this one. Yeah. Okay. Those of you who use computers with radio interface or digital stuff should know the correct answer to this one by heart. What signals are used in a computer radio interface for digital mode operations? A. Receive and transmit mode, status, and location. B. Antenna and RF power. C. Receive audio, transmit audio, and transmitter keying. D. NMEA, or GPS location and DC power. What signals are used in a computer radio interface for digital mode operation? A. Receive and transmit mode, status, and location. B. Antenna and RF power. C. receive audio, transmit audio and transmitter keying. D, NMEA, GPS location and DC power. Sounds Greek to me. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what signals are used in a computer radio interface for digital mode operation? Correct answer C, Charlie. Receive audio, transmit audio, and transmitter key. All right, we'll find another one. Okay, electrical power is measured in which of the following units? A, volts. B, watts. C, watt hours. D, amperes. Electrical power is measured in which of the following units? A, volts. B, watts. C, watt hours. D, amperes. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, electrical power is measured in which of the following units? Correct answer is B, Bravo, watts. Power is measured in watts, which are abbreviated as W. Ham radio license manual page 3-7. Okay, I'm going to read a couple more questions. Then I think we'll just call it quits as far as trivia goes. What's just a minute? What type of component is often used as an adjustable volume control? A, fixed resistor. B, power resistor. C, potentiometer. D, transformer. You know what? I think I read this question a few weeks ago. What type of component is often used as an adjustable power control? A, resistor. B, power resistor. C, potentiometer. D, transformer. Anybody can answer this question?
Potentiometer.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. What type of component is often used as an adjustable volume control? Correct answer C, Charlie, potentiometer. A variable resistor, also called a potentiometer or pot, is frequently used to adjust voltage or potential, such as for a volume control. Ham read the license manual page 3-8. We'll find another one here. Whoops. Which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? A, VTVM. B, an antenna analyzer. C, a Q meter. D, a frequency counter. Which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? A, a VTVM. B, an antenna analyzer. C, a Q meter. D, a frequency counter. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? The correct answer is B, Bravo, an antenna analyzer. An antenna analyzer contains a very low power source, signal source with an adjustable frequency and one or more meters to show the impedance and SWR. Ham read the license manual page 4-18. I'm going to read a couple more questions, and I think we'll call it quits as far as trivia goes. What is the impact of using excessive effective radiated power on a satellite uplink? A. Possibility of commanding the satellite to an improper mode. B. Blocking access by other users. C. Overloading the satellite batteries. D. Possibility of rebooting the satellite control computer. What is the impact of using excessive effective radiated power on a satellite uplink? A. Possibility of commanding the satellite to an improper mode. B. Blocking access by other users. C. Overloading the satellite batteries. D. Possibility of rebooting the satellite control computer. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the impact of using excessive effective radiated power on a satellite uplink? Correct answer is B. Bravo, blocking access by other users. Always use the minimum amount of transmitter power to contact satellites, since their relay transmitter power is limited by their solar panels and batteries. If your signal on the satellite downlink is about the same strength as that of the satellite's beacon, you're using the right amount of power. Ham radio license manual page 6-24. Okay. I think I'm going to read one more question here, and I think that's going to do it. Okay, just a minute. Okay. What is the toughest? Oh, good God. Record cool high was 70 degrees, and I don't want to go that far. Oh, boy. Not going to be good for tomorrow and Sunday, folks. 74 degrees for high on Saturday, 54 degrees for low. Sunday, 76 degrees, low 56. Not good, folks. Okay. Last question of the evening. What are the toughest questions in the tech, general, and extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those of you who are studying for your first ham radio licenses, once you get your first license, someday you're going to be involved in a new tower climbing expedition. You're going to be climbing the tower itself or be part of the ground support crew. If they ever read this question at a future VE testing session, if you get it right, that might put you over the top as far as getting your ticket goes, your license. Here we go. Oh, next Friday, 86 degrees. That's good. Summer's coming back. I'm watching the weather report on Channel 39. Here we go. Which of the following is true when installing grounding conductors used for lightning protection? A. Use only non-insulated wire. B. Wires must be carefully routed with precise right-angle bends. C. Sharp bends must be avoided. D. Common grounds must be avoided. Which of the following is true when installing grounding conductors used for lightning protection? A. Use only non-insulated wire. B. Wires must be carefully routed with precise right-angle bends. C. Sharp bends must be avoided. D. Common grounds must be avoided. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. Which of the following is true when installing grounding Let's do that again. Which of the following is true when installing grounding conductors used for lightning protection? Correct answer C, Charlie. Sharp bends must be avoided. Starting at your antennas, all towers, masts, and antenna mounts should be grounded according to your local building and electrical codes. These connections are made at the tower base, or in the case of roof mounts, through a large diameter wire to a ground rod. Ground connections should be as short and direct as possible. Avoid sharp bends. Where cables and feed lines enter the house, use lightning arresters grounded to a common plate that is in turn connected to a nearby external ground, such as a ground rod. All ground rods and earth connections must be bonded together with heavy wire as well. Ham Radio License Manual, page 9-5. This concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
N9GBP, Greg in Rockford. Oh, no. WG9GG, Greg in Rockford.
It's a good thing you corrected yourself. I was going to write down your old call sign. How you doing, Greg?
Doing pretty good. We put an offer in on a new house today, so waiting to hear back on that.
Okay, that's good to hear. Did you go to the rah-rah meeting tonight?
I did not make it to that. We were pretty busy, so no.
Okay, there's always next month. Hey, we're having our annual cruise night in Freeport tomorrow night. I'm asking everybody in honor of cruise night, what kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school?
Oh boy, I'm driving a little Mazda SUV right now, and back in high school, I had a Ford station wagon that was a piece of junk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too neat. Oh boy, I don't miss that car.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, Greg. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the line. Hopefully, things will work out on that house.
All right. Well, thanks, Jim, and we'll talk to you soon. 73.
Sounds good. Okay, any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Oh, God, they're having something on the news. New foldable phone. Good God, who the hell cares? I'll take my good old landline phones any day. Speed of landline phones. I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636. The local Freeport number. I've had, let's see, who was it? K9RFD checked in on the phone. He's a hotline, an early bird that checked in. He checked in just before the net was about to start. So, you've seen pictures of it on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. Like I said, there was no phone calls during the net. And so when that happens, if I'm transmitting, you hear that phone ring. That's a real telephone ring. Not that phony baloney cell phone ring. And you've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. Okay. Now, let me tell you about Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Justin, K9FEO, Brad, H2I, and Ricky, WX9RLT, are in charge of that. Contact either one of them. If you want to sign up for it, just punch in your call sign, follow instructions, and you're in business. You can listen to past editions of Friday Night Fun Net, including this net when it's posted later on this evening. Listen to the Friday Night Fun Net. All day, every day, all night, and every night. Every night is Friday night with the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Say it's 3 in the morning, you can't sleep. You know what? I'm going to turn on the Friday Night Fun Net to listen to the net, see if it puts you to sleep. If that doesn't, I don't know what will. Oh, okay. You see pertinent information about the net. You see update pictures of my hand shack. You even see weather information. I don't know how many people you have signed up, Ray. At one point, I heard we had 168 stations signed up. I don't know how many it is now. So also, Mike K9MED is live streaming this net on the internet, and he's recording it for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. And speaking, just a minute, speaking of Mike, you know what? I did not check him in. All right. I better make sure. Okay, all right, he's checked in. Hey, Mike, K9MED, are you by chance with us? I forgot all about you.
Yeah, KD9MED.
Okay, you're checked in. What kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back when you were in high school?
Hey, Jimmy, we also got an internet check-in, too, for you, real quick. Let me give you that one real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, looks like it's going to be Kilo Oscar 5 Romeo November.
Kilo Oscar 5 Romeo November?
Yeah, Kilo Oscar 5 Romeo November.
Sounds good there. K05. Oh, yeah. K05RN, down in the Southland. Welcome to Friday Night, the Fun Net. Pleasure meeting. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. You're more than welcome to check in. Okay, thanks for that internet check-in. Okay,
All right, yeah, and you had some questions too, right?
Yeah, I'm asking everybody in honor of our cruise night tomorrow night. I'm asking everybody what kind of car you're driving now, what kind of car did you drive back in high school?
Well, that's an interesting story, and long story short is back in high school I had a Honda Accord, 79 Honda Accord my mom gave me, and that thing was absolutely rusty. It literally fell apart. It was probably one of the worst cars I ever bought. Brief reset. And anyways, yeah, I'm surprised. It drove me around the country and all that, but you know, it was really bad shape. So anyways, after that I vowed to myself I'd never get into another Honda, so I just stuck with Chevrolet for the longest time, and brief reset. And then one fine day, about probably 7 years ago, my daughter's high school girlfriend there, she'd come driving up in a little Honda, I forget what it was, Honda Civic or something, that was just as old as my Blazer and had just as many miles and stuff on it, except my Blazer, my Chevy Blazer, was falling to pieces. And I looked at how much better this Honda was after many decades of giving up on Honda. Brief reset. So I went ahead and bought myself a Honda Fit probably about 7 years ago, and I tell you what, that thing's been fantastic. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, well, that's an interesting story there, Mike. That's definitely great. That is. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I don't care. There's nothing like good old American-made cars. Chevrolet, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick, Cadillac, General Motors, of course you got Ford, Studebaker, Nash. Oh yeah, you ain't kidding. Nothing wrong with it like that. Okay. back when I was growing up, they were still making the Nash Ambassadors, Statesmen, the Ramblers, Statesmen, and what have you. Coming home from, we went out to California back in 1957. We took the train out there. Coming home, we got off the train in Savannah. My older sister and her soon-to-be husband, they came by with a 1957 red and white Ford Thunderbird convertible. We drove all the way back home to Rydot, where we lived there at the time. That was fun. Oh yeah, and those cars, they made them right the first time. Anything happened when you took your car to a mechanic. Nowadays, you have to take it to a specialist to get it fixed. Yeah, it's nothing like good old American-made car. I don't care what anybody says. And by the way, if you're going to get an alternative, you don't want to buy a gasoline-powered car. Drive a car that operates on ethanol. Supports your local farmers. Don't buy those electric cars. As far as I'm concerned, they can take their electric cars and stick them up there. You know what? They ain't worth a hoot as far as I'm concerned. Government's trying to push people into buying them. No way, Jose. We're sticking up with our American farmers, and we're going to continue to buy ethanol. We support ethanol. That's what we're going to be using. So that's about it. Okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Desk? Please call now. Okay, now I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. At 10 o'clock, there will be the Chicago Night Watch net will take place on 443.750 in Chicago, PL 114.8. No, I got Boss Saw said if you're not able to pick up that repeater, CAD W9AXD carries the Night Watch net on his repeater. 440.950 megahertz with a PL of 1.3.0 plus offset. Don't forget tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater we have the Saturday evening rag tune net. I think Larry K9KGT, I believe you'll be net control. Yeah, wait a minute. I was net control last Saturday, so it'll either be K9KGT or K9HKX will be net control tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. and find out. Okay, now we got let's see. Oh yes, I gotta mention this. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on this repeater, we will have the bi-monthly Illinois Region 1 Hospital radio system test. This is where all the ham radio operators go to the various hospitals in the area, get their ham radio equipment activated, and we see how they're working. They take check-ins not only from people in the hospitals, but from your own local stations. I'm going to be doing the net tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on this repeater. Then when we get done, I'll switch over. I'll turn it over to Lloyd, KB9APW. And he's our EC for IEMA Reach number 2. He'll continue the net on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon. Then after that, he'll switch over to the 146.970 repeater in Dixon to finish out the net. It's the bi-monthly Illinois Region 1 Hospital Radio System test. That'll take place tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. on this repeater. It's always held on the second Saturday of the even-numbered months. Okay, I am not sure if the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere is back on the air or not. It was not on last Sunday. So the Belvedere net was held on their UHF repeater. So we'll see what happens this coming Sunday evening at 7 p.m. The Greene County Aries net is held on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with PL 123.0 minus offset. This is K9G started Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. I just looked at the score of the Cubs-White Sox game. The Cubs are leading the White Sox 7-6, and I think it's in the 7th or 8th inning. So, okay. Let me think. Okay, the Whiteside County Aries net is held on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling. That's at 8 p.m. You shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. The antenna is 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police Troop 1 radio tower at their main headquarters in Sterling. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Monday night rah-rah info net. I will be net control on that net, and Larry K9KZG and I share the duties as the net control operator. He ran it this past Monday, and I'll be running it this coming Monday. Then you got the Lee County net, which takes place on 146.970 repeater at 8 p.m. Then the Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club net, which meets on 146.730 repeater in DeKalb at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday evenings, you got the Tuesday evening net with Larry, H9GO. I think Larry, K9KZT ran the net this past Tuesday. We asked everybody how everybody's doing. You got anything else you'd like to bring for the net? Let me see. Okay. Also at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville with a PO of 123.0 minus offset. The Rock County Public Service net is held. At 8:30 p.m., you got the Ogle County Hams net, which meets on 147.165 repeater at 8:30. If they have time, they'll go to a 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. Then they'll switch back to the repeater for the 9 p.m. Ogle County Aries Races net. At 7 p.m. on Wednesday evenings here in Freeport. Oh, just a minute before I do that, you got the at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the chat net. That meets at the 7 p.m. on this repeater. Also at 7 p.m. we got on the 147.390 repeater, we have the Seamton County Aries net. At 7:30 p.m. we got the Radio Beloit Amp Radio Club net, which meets on 147.120 in Beloit. Then at 8 p.m. we have our Wednesday evening swap net, which is held at 8 p.m. on the 147.390 repeater. And of course, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. Joe, K9JPP was net control of that net. And Thursday evening at 8 p.m. on 440.950 repeater in Janesville. PL of 123.0. Plus also you have the Rock County Roundtable Net with Chad and W9AXD is your net control operator. Then on HF on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband, you have the C now net. That net takes place between 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu time or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time with 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, KD9MED as your net control operator. Okay, you're all caught up today, your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local clubs. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Now, do we have any more stations like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, I got a carrier, but no audio. Try that one more time, please. I'm sorry, I'm getting nothing but dead air. You're getting the carrier, but no audio. Let's try that one more time, please. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Okay, we're going to move on. Any more stations you'd like to check in, please call now.
WX9RLT.
WX9RLT, good evening, Ricky. What's going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy, and everybody on the net. Yeah, just kind of wrapping up watching some wrestling there, so thought I'd pop on the net and say hey and see how it's going.
Well, it's doing fine. I was expecting a slow turnout. We got the rah-rah meeting. Well, I think that's over with now. Everybody's going to their second meeting. I had to see K9HKX and W9JTC, but both attended that meeting. They were on their way. One was going to the second meeting. The other one was on his way home.
Oh, man. That's another one I missed. Well, eventually I'll make it back there again. So, I did make it to the one, and, you know, I'm thankful for that one. So, yeah, I was actually unaware of tonight being the rah-rah meeting. So, I had a chance to go if I would have, you know, remembered. So, hopefully everything went well, and, yeah, I know they get together the second time. So, I just never kind of did that, but I don't know. Pizza does sound pretty darn good right now.
Okay, sounds good. Kurt, K9 had a good presentation about talking about the loop antennas or something.
Yeah, they always put on some great presentations. So, long story short, you know, I know I missed out on a great opportunity there. So, and Kurt's a great guy, and you know, he's very, very smart. So, I can only imagine how well it went. So, hey, for the topic, who had the most expensive car?
I did not ask that question. I just asked everybody like I do every year. What kind of car are you driving now? What kind of car did you drive back in when you were in high school? But I never asked anybody how much it costs.
Yeah, did anybody say Lamborghini or Porsche?
No, they did not.
I didn't think so, but you know. Yeah, mine was literally a beater with a heater, so I'll never forget that one. So I don't know what kind of car it was. Like I said, it was a beat-up red one. I just drove around the trailer park and didn't even license it or anything like that. It was loud. It was very gaudy, but it got me to point A to point B, and
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I have significantly upgraded since, but yeah, I'll never forget that now. Getting my first car was only like $100. So, like I said, beatery with a heater. Now, I run, I call it the Silver Torpedo.
Silver Torpedo, okay. Who makes that car? What kind of car is it? You call it a Silver Torpedo, but what is it actually?
Well, some call it Silver Bullet. It's a HHR. They're long and silver, and when they go down the road, they look like torpedoes or a bullet. So it's kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if are you familiar with the HHRs?
This is K9G Charter Friday Night Fun in the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. I'm giving the ID one off there. No, I've never even heard of it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I just realized you're smack dab in the middle of the net here, and here we are rag chewing. So I'll make it quick. PT Cruiser.
Oh, listen, hey. We did some rag chewing earlier with Justin. He checked in. So he's in bed now. They changed his route. He's back in Stevenson County working the Winslow route and what have. Then he'll do the Byron route. Hey, this is what's nice about this net. We do rag chewing. We can do whatever you want. We're not a formal net. So, okay. Now I want to ask you, do you ever watch that AEW wrestling, that All Elite wrestling?
WX9 RLT. No, wife and daughter, they like some people from WWE, and I think like Becky is supposed to be going over there, and I don't know if a couple others. Long story short, no, but we have a lot of reason to watch it here soon, so we haven't watched it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's in the near future.
Well, see, tonight they have like a rampage, and tomorrow night I think they'll have collision or something like that. That they usually have like 3 nights a week. On Wednesday nights, it's a Dynamite, and like tonight I think it's Rampage, and tomorrow it's collision. So that's 3 nights a week. They have. Some of those wrestlers used to wrestle in the WWE, like Chris Jericho. Daniel Bryant, I'm sure you remember him. Well, he changed his name. He's now goes by Brian Danielson, and I think he's on the verge of retiring.
I was going to say, I remember some of those when I was growing up, and I know how old I am. So, but yeah, that's what I was getting at, is a lot of the wrestlers from WWE are over there. I can't say a lot, because I don't know, like, their roster, but, a lot of them are talking about going over there, so, I don't know why. You got to sit there. I was sitting there telling my wife, I was like, all right, well, if these wrestlers are in WWE, the main wrestling thing, what is driving them out? Why would you want to leave something so big, to go to a different promotion? What's that promotion offering that WWE is not? So, I don't know. Something's going on. Definitely, they're taking some of their roster, though. I didn't realize it was on 3 times a week, though. Don't be telling me that. We'll probably be watching it 3 times a week. So we'll probably be watching wrestling every day of the week. But, yeah, Jimmy, I'll shut up and I'll send it back to you. I know you got to get that net back. I did not mean to rag you, so I apologize for that. I know you said not to worry, but I feel kind of bad. So, definitely good to hear you out there, Jimmy, and I'll send it back to you, WX9 RLT.
Okay, well, first of all, I think a lot of it might have to do with Vince McMahon. He's in a lot of legal trouble now. He quit. I think his wife, Stephanie McMahon, she's running the whole ball of wax now. But I think a lot of it might have something to do with that.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, I heard a lot of stuff was going on in the background, and not good stuff either. So I figured that probably had you know, a good inkling to what was going on. So, you know, like I said, you know, you're in the biggest, you know, wrestling promotion place, and you know you're wanting to leave. You know, it speaks volumes. So, all right, Jimmy, I'm gonna kick back here on the side, so let others check in. And as always, good rag trailing with you, Jimmy. And I'll be here on the side for a bit. W9RFD.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for checking in. Well, did you watch Hulk Hogan when he addressed the Republican convention a while back?
No, I caught headlines of it though. Long story short, I don't really get into politics too much, but it's kind of bad that they're mixing the wrestlers up into it. But long story short, no, I did not. Did something major go down?
No, he was addressing Hulk Hogan was addressing the Republican convention. Now he's coming out for Donald Trump now, so that's about it there. Okay, Ricky, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for checking in.
So much appreciated for having me, Jimmy. I'll be here on the side. WX9RLT.
Oh, you coming to cruise night tomorrow night or not?
Well, that's the plans, but whenever I make plans, they don't ever happen. So, I have it planned to go, but like I said, every time I plan something, you know, something always happens. So, but yeah, the plans are, I do plan on being there. Definitely it sounds like a great event. You know, I missed it for many years, but I'm able to attend, and I hope to attend.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If that happens, put your foot down. Tell them you got other plans. So I'll tell you what. I plan on leaving here at 3 o'clock. That starts at 4 o'clock and it goes to 8 o'clock. So I'm going to say, let's see. If you want to give me a call on the phone or on the radio, let me know what's going on so I know what to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I get out there, I can definitely hit the repeaters with the HD, but the telephone's the best way. So, yeah, I'll definitely give you a holler.
Okay, sounds good, Ricky. Thanks. So we'll catch you later, and you can catch that later on tonight as soon as Mike posts it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Jimmy, back to you. WX9RLT. Thank you, Jimmy.
Welcome, Sound 3. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at?
89 EPZ.
Goody, go ahead, Al.
Yeah, my child is sitting right next to me on my chair's armrest. You know, at some Charlie Alpha Tango. I should have him come here by the mic and say, Mike, Echo Oscar Whiskey.
If you want to, go ahead.
No, he's not paying attention to me. He's sitting here, but he's not paying attention. So he is kind of purring, but he doesn't purr that loud, and I can't really. He has to get up by the microphone, which he isn't right now. He sometimes likes to, and sometimes he likes to sit on top of the radio because it's warm.
Now wait a minute. Now, are you talking about a child, or are you talking about a cat?
My child is a cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, Charlie Alpha Tango. Charlie for short.
For jumping in there, you're always welcome to jump back in there. This is what's great about this net. We're not a formal net. Never has been a formal net, and never will be one either.
I was saying, you know, it's good to have a cat or something when you're living alone, you know, in our situation. But I don't know if they allow them where you are. I know the senior building here in Rochelle, I know people that live there, they do allow them to have pets. Just one. There's a weight limit, of course. You can't have, you know, a huge, like a German Shepherd or something. But I don't know if your building allows you to have a cat or a dog or anything.
This is K9G Star Friday Night Fun at K9RFD Repeater Robert. Al, I double with you. You want to repeat that traffic again?
Oh, okay, Jimmy. No, I was just curious if you I know you don't have one, but if you're allowed to have pets where you're living.
Oh yeah, we have pets. People have quite a few dogs. Some have cats there. But I said, you know what? I had my dogs and cats when I was younger. I said, you know what? I don't think I would ever have one. You'd have to take them outside, and he'd feel cooped up in here. And I said, to me, that's not fair to the animal. And I said, no, I wouldn't. As much as I love pets, I would not even consider having one.
I wouldn't mind having a dog, but I'm in my, you know, through my health situation and stuff. It wouldn't be fair because I wouldn't be able to take the dog out to for walks or to use the bathroom or anything. You know, my cat has a litter box and whatever, and and he doesn't mind being here. You know, I've had him for 5 years, and he doesn't even try to get outside. People can stand in the doorway with the door wide open, and he doesn't even try to go out.
Some cats are like that. They're strictly indoor cats, what have you. Okay, Al, I better let you go here. 7-3, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. You have a good evening. Maybe we'll catch you on the Rag Chew Net tomorrow night.
Okay, Jimmy. Yep. We'll try to remember to get on that. So, if I don't come back, 7-3, KD9EPZ will be clear.
Okay, sounds good. I just want to say, Winnebago County, lockdown, Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Well, they've been on lockdowns for about 9 minutes now. Every night at 10 p.m., the dispatch radios the corrections officers say, lockdown, time to put the jailbirds to bed. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, do we have any more stations we'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
Good evening, Jimmy. This is Alpha Hotel 2 Ida, portable checking in. How you doing tonight, Jim?
AH2I, I'm doing, okay, Brad, got you checked in. Good evening, I'm doing fine. What's going on with you?
Not a whole heck of a lot, Jen. I'm only running a watt of power on my HD, so how is the signal tonight?
There is a little bit of noise with your signal, but I'm copying every word you're saying.
That's good. It's a nice clear night tonight, so I've been just kind of listening in, so sounds like a pretty busy night. I heard Ricky in there a little bit ago. He wanted to reach out to him, and I ran into him, and so hope he's doing well. Everyone else out here.
Okay, Brad, you might want to boost up your power a little bit. That noise is starting to get worse. It's almost wiped out what you're saying.
Leave it to Brad to run crappy equipment.
Is that Bruce?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yep, I recognize that voice. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing pretty darn good. Yourself?
Pretty good, hanging in there. You know, each day, I swear to God, I'm gaining a gray hair on my face. But other than that, we're doing all right. I heard Ricky in there a little bit ago, so I want to do a shout out if he's still listening. It's been a spell since I ran across him, so a shout out to him also.
Okay, sounds good. Bruce, I forgot all about you earlier in the net. What is happening with you?
Not a whole lot. I just been having a lot of problems with my zero turn lately, but I think I got most of them straightened out now. You were talking about cars earlier. My first car that I actually owned myself was a '74 Hornet hatchback. It was brand new. My father wouldn't let me buy some old used car, as he put it, somebody else's problem. So I bought that Hornet hatchback with the 360 V8, and I also had a '55 Chevy Bel Air that was my hot rod car.
Okay, that definitely sounds good. That sounds good. So, okay. So fine. I want to leave Brad out in the cold there. Brad, what kind of car are you driving now, and what did you drive when you were going to Gilbert High School?
Well, Jimmy, I remember when I was in high school, we were sharing a car. It was a Hunter Green '93 Cavalier, a small car, especially for somebody like my size. I'm kind of in between. Oh, I'm almost 6 foot tall, and then not quite, but almost, and kind of between 5'11" there, 6 foot. Now I'm driving it's a 1999 Dodge Dakota, black in color. So that's what I'm driving now, and it gets around, man. It gets around. It has the engine rebuilt and everything in it.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Oh, okay. Well, if you two want to ride you for a little bit, you just guys go ahead. Like I said, it's Friday night. Nobody's going anywhere, so the night is still young. So it's Friday night until the sun comes up. We'll put it that way. So go ahead.
Well, why don't you see if anybody else wants to check in right quick, Jen?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you're right. Any more stations want to check the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Okay, I guess not.
All right, we'll leave a space in there. Yeah, I haven't been too super active with anything radio related. I need to get off my duff, and I need to get my dual band antenna back up again. I thought about putting up an Antron 99. That's good for 10 meters, 15, and 11 meters. And that would be kind of cool. I have a vertical antenna, and it's a Hustler something, and I've had it up for probably going on about 15, 16 years, something like that. It's still there. It's a vertical. I missed my inverted V, and that was short-lived. It got wiped out in the microburst on July 5th of 2003, was it? I think it was 03. So that was a beautiful antenna. And, you know, Ballon and all. But anyways, Jim, you might remember who gave me the antenna and who came over and installed it. Let's throw it over to Bruce, though. This is AH2I.
No.
What, you don't want it?
I thought you were asking if I remember who installed it for you.
Oh, no. I was thinking it's your turn.
Oh. Okay. I'm not really paying too much attention here. The baseball games just got over with. Cubs pulled it out. The guy had bases loaded at the bottom of the ninth, and he got the third out, but it was pretty suspect there for a little bit.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah, there was a close game throughout. The last score I saw was 7-6 in favor of the Cubs. So okay, that sounds good. Okay, you guys want to continue? Go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to move on with the rest of the net here.
Jim, you could carry it on. I just had a question for you. And go Cubs, go! It's end that everlasting gobstopper of the curse of the Billy Goat, right? So, Jim, do you remember who gave me that G5RV antenna, that inverted V? It was homemade, it was home brewed, and came over to my QTH here and put it up for me in 2003.
Was it the late Ken Muto, K9 KWM?
Yep, you got it, Jim, and somebody else. See if you get this one. See if you get that one.
Scott, the 89SF?
No, it wasn't Scott. It was Carl, W9UIJ. I ended up taking him out to lunch. We went to McDonald's, and I think it was, yeah. And then, yeah, they put up the antenna. We did it all together. And above and behold, Jim, just a couple of months later, the big microburst storm hit, and just it ripped off half the apple tree in the backyard and just shredded that antenna to pieces, man. That was a crying shame. It was a beautiful antenna, and it worked awesome, phenomenal. It was very resonant in all the bands, and it was absolutely best HF antenna I've ever run. And I should put another one up. I should do it. I need to just do it. But yeah, it was really an undertaking. How we use pulleys to get it up there, and oh yeah. So there's enough room in my backyard to do it. So, anyway, Jim, back to you if you want to carry on with your net. You want to give Bruce, you want to take him for another one round there? This is H2I.
I think Jim ought to finish up his net.
Concur, Jim. We'll throw it back at you, and you can continue on with your net. Sounds cool, man. Good talking to you, Bruce. And if you're still around a little while when everything wraps up, I'll be around a little bit longer. AH2A portable back to net.
Sounds good to Brad and Bruce. Well, guys, thanks to both of you for checking in. So, okay. Any more stations want to check in, please go now.
KD9SAZ, Daniel checking in. Rockford, no traffic, in and out, Jimmy. Just getting home late from a meeting and gonna go pick Nikki up from work. Just wanted to check in real quick. KD9SAZ, hope everyone's doing well. Back to you, Jimmy. Thanks.
Sounds good there, Dan. Thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Southeast. Okay, any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. time I'm going to do my honorary check-ins. Okay. Let's see. N9ARB Tony, REC here, Stevenson County. HC honorary check-in. N9TAB Tracy, Tony's better half. HC honorary check-in. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9ZO in Belvedere, HC honorary check-in. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm trying to... K9KZT. Larry, HC honorary check-in. Then the other Larry, AC9GO, HC honorary check-in. Okay, N9WSQ, George, HC honorary check-in. I'll see him tomorrow morning at the meeting. Let's see. KD9LOA, Brandon, HC honorary check-in. He lives in Ilena. KD9OVJ. John McConnell, HC honorary check-in. Let's see, who else? TC9ICH, HC honorary check-in. That's 34 check-ins. Okay, I think that's enough for tonight. Any more stations want to check in the Friday night fun net before I proceed to wrap it up? Please go now.
Comment, Jimmy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if, what about K9N Kurt? I don't know if he got to check in or not, because he just left the meeting there, so just checking is all, sorry.
Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding me. I put him down as an honorary check-in. I'm also going to put down K9FLO, Dean and Roscoe. Sometimes he and Kurt ragged you on this net, so it's okay. Kurt is checked in.
Okay, thanks, Jimmy. KD9SAZ clear. Have a good evening.
You and thank you for checking in. Okay, any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday night fun net before I wrap it up? Please go now. Okay, I want to thank Dan, N9, DCH, the trustee of this repeater, and the members of the 195 group for allowing us to use this repeater to host the Friday night fun net. I'm going to run down the list of stations that are checked in so far. Stand by. Okay, myself, K9G Sharon, net control, and the KF9FD Pat and Warren, they checked in on the hotline before I started the net, early at HC honorary check-in, early bird check-in, H9JZ, AE9VU, KH9QPL, KC9RGG, KD9YBG, K9ZIP, KD9MEP, K9FPO Justin, K9JPP Joe, K9QVB, K9EPZ Al, N9BWM Bruce, K9DDF, N4WGN, N9DLB, K9HKX, N9W9JTC, W9AXD, K9MED, Internet, woman only Internet checking, K05RN, WX9RFD Ricky, and AH2I Brad. K9SAZ Dan, okay? These are my honorary check-ins, N9ARB, N9TAB, N9ZO, K9KZT, H9GO, N9WSQ, K9LOA, K9OVJ, H9ICH, KD9MED, and last but certainly not least, K9FLO. Let's see. Well, we got total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 on-air check-ins, 1 hotline at the check-in, 1 internet check-in, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 honorary check-ins for a grand total of 36 check-ins. Okay, any more stations want to check in, please call now. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater. Robert transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, and your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews. Be sure you tell your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your convenience store. Be sure to tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your bank cashier when you go cash a check or withdraw money from your local bank. Let me hear your set. Okay, be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins are better than that. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you clench your fist, take a knee, or sit in the clubhouse when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. Fortunately, we did not see any of that during the Olympics. If you don't bat the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's as simple as that. Okay. This is the last call for any station who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, we're in the region of Wisconsin traffic. Please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun Net as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. It was a great net. This concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, August 9, 2024. I want to thank everybody for checking in. There being no further business, I'm now going to close down this net and return the repeater and the frequency to normal amateur radio use at exactly 10:30 p.m. Central daylight time, 3 hours, 30 minutes Zulu time with an unofficial count of 36 check-ins overall. 7-3, everybody, have a good evening, and we'll talk to you next week. This is K9GCR, wishing you all a very pleasant good night.
KC9GCR, this is Alpha Kilo 9 Foxtrot, David.
AK9F, okay. David got you checked in. We got our cruise night tomorrow night. What kind of car are you driving now? What kind of car did you drive when you were in high school?
I didn't have one in high school until I graduated. I had a Dodge Dart at that time. I now have a Hyundai Elantra.
Okay, sounds good, Dave. I'm gonna let you go, Sandra. Have a good evening, and thank you for drive safely. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Last call for Ratchet Jaw.
KC9YIT.
KC9YIT. Good evening. Long time no hear. Welcome to Friday Night Fun Net. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I just tried to get in here at the last minute.
thank you for checking in. We're having our cruise night here in Freeport, downtown Freeport tomorrow night. I was asked a question during the net. What kind of car are you driving now, and what kind of car did you drive back in your high school days?
Oh, I didn't really have a car in high school. When I graduated, I had a Plymouth Valiant, and I'm driving a Buick right now, a Buick LeSabre.
Okay, sounds good. K9YIT, welcome back to Friday Night Fun. It's been a long time. Several years. I remember Harry Carey was saying, he made a joke, said the governor of North Carolina to the governor of South Carolina. A long time between drinks.
You're on that, Jimmy. Well, hopefully here I'll start checking in on more on Friday night. And you definitely have a great night.
You're welcome, sounds good. We have a lot of other nets on this repeater. That's true. We have nets 6 nights a week. The only time we don't have any nets is on Sunday night. So, okay, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun net. Celery, have a good evening.
Great evening. KC9GCR, KC9YIT clear. This is Mark.
Mark, sounds good. Okay, 8 more stations want to check in. Last call. Okay, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, August 9, 2024. I'm now going to close down this net and return the repeaters and frequency to normal amateur radio use at 10:33 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours 33 minutes Zulu time, and unofficial count of 38 check-ins. This net is now closed, repeater is now over normal amateur radio use. 7-3, everybody. This is K9GCR. Wishing you all a very pleasant good night. KD9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. At unofficial count of 38 check-ins, and it was 2 hours, 33 minutes net.
All right, copy that. I'll get it posted here, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. K9GCR. AH2I, Brad, and N9BW and Bruce. Go ahead and carry on your queue, so wait a couple minutes till Mike posts the net there. So go ahead, you guys.